So the Los Angeles Rams have traded two conditional late-round picks to the New England Patriots for running back Sony Michel. Now, the Patriots have been shopping Michel since the draft, according to Adam Schefter, which is not surprising considering how well Damian Harris played last year, how good Ramondre Stevenson's looked so far in the preseason. James White's still on the roster. Everything we know about New England screams, using multiple running backs, never relying on a sole guy to really carry the load for them. Which is why drafting Sony Michel in the first round, if you're New England in the first place, was really a weird move. One would say that people even saw this coming because, once again, taking a running back in the first round when you're the New England Patriots and you don't put a lot of value in running backs because you rotate them so much, just didn't make a lot of sense. But now they're sending them to Los Angeles. The Rams obviously had running back issues recently. Todd Gurley had his whole concerns with his knee. He ends up having, he's not on the roster right now. So he's basically out of the NFL currently. I'm sure that will change at some point this season, but right now he's not on a team. Everybody with Cam Akers last year looked like he was going to have a really good second season. Unfortunately, he's out for the year. Darrell Henderson comes in. Darrell Henderson gets hurt the other day. It's something major from what I heard, but he's still going to miss some time. And maybe let's say the Rams think that, maybe our second best running back shouldn't be guys like Jake Funk. Maybe we need to think a little bit more. Maybe it shouldn't be Xavier Jones and Jake Funk. Maybe we should have someone else back there that has some experience. So Sony Michel's coming in. And Michel's not a bad running back, but he's never been a great running back. He's never been a super explosive back. I don't think he's ever been a 1,000-yard rusher, actually. I think he's gotten close a couple times, but I don't think he ever hit that mark. So Michel, a decent back in draft class that was low with running backs, like guys like Nick Chubb and Saquon Barkley, but ultimately not really a guy I would consider to be like a starter every week, which is kind of why he fell out of power in New England, because obviously it would take a lot to keep him around contractually as a former first-round pick. And he does have some potential to contribute as like a number 2 running back, but I just don't see him getting that kind of workload when you have someone like Damian Harris, how well he performed last year. Because Damian Harris, even on his limited workload last year, was more impressive to me than Sony Michel has been at any point in his career so far. So this move for New England just kind of recoups on an overall loss for them using a first-round pick on a running back, which they never should have done in the first place. But they did. They get some pieces back now, and we'll see how it all plays out from here. But this is a decent move for the Rams. Like I said, getting Sony Michel, someone who's got a lot of experience, someone who has a high draft pedigree, and someone's going to be able to step in and really provide some solid oomph behind a very limited group of running backs right now. And again, that's something you would need in the Rams offense currently, because I know they were at their best when Jared Goff was at his best too, when when Todd Gurley was an All-Pro. When you had that running game and the passing game going together, that was when Jared Goff was at his best. I'm not saying Stafford needs that so much because he didn't really even have that this past season in Detroit. He hasn't had that every year in Detroit, so you know that he can survive and have good seasons without a running game. But it will certainly help out quite a bit to have that in Los Angeles. So overall, 2 late conditional round picks going to New England. The Rams get Sony Michel. Seems like a win-win for both teams right now.